What's been happening is that we have a very negative story about the future that is emanating from Hollywood and Netflix. And it's the same story. We know that action and disaster and fear, it sells. Black Mirror is not a hopeful scenario, and neither is Transcendence or Ex Machina. It's action, it's Hollywood, but it has shaped people's opinion about the future. Everything you watch about the future is negative and dystopian, and we all die. Everything you watch that comes from any media organization that is more mainstream is going to be negative about the future. Social media has glommed onto the negative parts of the future because negative things spread about 6 to 10 times as fast. And as a result, most people think the future will be terrible. And nothing is further from the truth. It's just our perception is so warped that we don't stand a chance to think positively. I say we have to rebrand the future, to have a positive narrative on the future. That's just so important. So I sometimes compare it to the New York campaign. When they rebranded New York, everybody hated New York and nobody wanted to go there. And now it's different. So we have to think of the future as positive. And this is also very important for younger people. We definitely need a new scenario that says there's many great things that we can do here and that we are doing, and the future is better than we think. I think we have to do it with the filmmaking and the keynotes and the scenarios. We're not naive. We're not pie in the sky believers of eternal peace and so on. This is really about which way are we looking? Are we looking down this pipeline where everything is going wrong, especially now? Or are we looking at the possibilities? As Kevin Kelly says, we should be optimists not because we have less problems, but because we have more capacity to solve them. We can actually look at the flip side of this and say, all the capacity we have is here. What we need now is collaboration and the will and the purpose to actually do it. I think we need to start a global movement of the good future, an uprising. The good future isn't going to come from business. Business is going to come in when it's happening because their primary mission is the opposite, is a monetarizing future. That's their mission, and that's their legitimate mission. And it isn't going to come from the politicians because their mission is to retain the votes. If I was a politician and I came forward today saying, let's have a carbon tax, 2 or 3% of your income for the next 10 years. Let's put a tax on meat. Let's forbid cars are not fueled by electric power. I would not be voted for, right? So it has to be the other way around. We have to start a groundswell where people are saying the good future is important. It's important for me, for my kids. And that has to become a major theme. I think it has to come from people, truly from people.